trafficking a week last Monday. I've also been involved in Extinction Rebellion, having been arrested in April on Waterloo Bridge as part of the climate change protest there. But today I'm going to focus on the Green Party. So I think what I'd like to start with is some context about where we are at the moment. You will have heard quite a lot of discussion about the climate and ecological emergency. I really think that the action that Extinction Rebellion took in April really helped to change the narrative in the media and the political discourse. The government have declared, sorry, not the government, I always trip over that bit, Parliament, it is an important distinction. Parliament have declared a climate emergency. Let's look at what climate emergency means. We've known scientifically about the effect of CO2, the burning of fossil fuels, and climate change for 4 decades. But we have collectively as a species failed to take action on that. There are a lot of vested interests in maintaining business as usual. So maintaining a fossil fuel fed economy and society. There has been a lot of counter information from fossil fuel funded think tanks, etc., to try and skew the argument that where we are effectively at is our best scientists have come to a consensus that we have that climate change is is caused by human beings, and it is accelerating, and it is a threat to our future. As things stand at the moment, as part of the climate and ecological emergency, the Amazon is on fire and has been since July. This is being driven by another part of the problem, which is large-scale industrial animal agriculture. So we have a new president in Brazil, Bolsonaro, who is giving free rein to the farmers to clear-cut the Amazon, to grow soy, to graze cattle, and then we have our consumption habits in the Western world are such that we are feeding this rainforest destruction. We have got wildfires raging out of control within the Arctic Circle. We've got rainforests on fire in the Congo Basin, and effectively our lungs are on fire, and we desperately need to do something to bring this back under control. So there has been, against this background, there's a pressure on people. People feel they need to take individual action. People are cutting down on their plastic waste. People are shifting to plant-based diets. In fact, probably the two best things that you could do as an individual are to reduce your meat intake and take less flights. But I feel, and a lot of my fellow environmentalists feel, there's too much pressure on individuals to feel like the onus is on us to make these changes and change the world. We're dealing fundamentally with systemic problems, and as individuals we cannot affect the system change on our own. So then we need to look at ways that we can affect this change. The changes we need are political. We need to make changes on national and international political levels. How do we do that when we've got billions of pounds worth of lobbying targeting our MPs and our Parliament? We have a political system which is quite frankly unfit for purpose at this stage. We use a first-past-the-post election system, which only 2 other countries in the world, in the Western world, the US and Canada, and those are effectively two-party states. So we are effectively a two-party state. For the last century, we've bounced between the Labour governments and Conservative governments, and the 5-year period leads to incredible short-termism. So people don't tend to look at solutions 20, 50, 100 years down the line. The focus is on maintaining power for a short period. Under our current system, there's a huge skewing. So in 2015, the Green Party, we received, I can't remember the exact figure now, it was around about a million votes, and we managed to get one MP elected throughout the entire country. The SNP had an almost identical amount of votes, and they managed to get 15 to 20 MPs. So there's this huge disproportion with the current system that we've got. There's an organisation called Make Votes Matter who do a lot of work on this subject. If you've not heard of them, they've got a lot of good information about other voting systems. Proportional representation being widely seen as the most fair, democratic, modern system of election.